Good morning, almost afternoon, everybody. I'm really, really sorry about how bright it is right now. I usually do these, at like the beginning of the day, at the dawn of the day. Yeah, because dusk is evening. I usually do these, at the beginning of the day, before my workouts or before I go to church or do whatever I gotta do. Before my PT, physical training. That's what they call it in the military. But, I did it right. Sometimes I do it after my workout, and that's what I did, and that's why it's really bright. I hope, you guys can still see me, it's not completely movie theater high definition and all that good stuff, but hey, it's good enough. It's just going to be a quick, cool, another little chill sesh. Friendly, Swagtastic, motivational, inspirational. Trying to fix the camera a little bit, man. Even with the curtains, it's freaking bright as crap. Hey, but it's a beautiful day. I'm not complaining. So get your beverages, get your coffee, your teas, your adult drink, your beers, whatever y'all, enjoy. Kick back and relax a little bit. I'm just gonna spit some cool, some knowledge, some wisdom, and things like that for today. The usual, nothing different, nothing special, nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. It's chill, it's laid back. I'm wishing everlasting love, light, good vibrations your way. Prayers always, good vibes your way, Never hate, never hate. Yeah, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna post yesterday. Okay, so I was going pretty hard for about a week and a half. I was running every day, and it was long distance. What I usually do, like going out and like to the more outskirts of town. If you might see me, I've run many places in my life, whether it be Pennsylvania. Of course, I was in the different Marine Corps bases. I'm not going to get too much into that right now. But of course, I started right here in my good old hometown of the Dirty Dina, Pasadena, Rivera Beach. I love running. Sometimes I go in the outskirts. Guys, the runner, jogger, biker, whoever always has the right of way. 2 times within the last week. And I'm a good runner too. I've been doing it since I was 15, 16. It doesn't matter, I'm on the side of the road. And I'm not even on the main road. I'm not on the street. If there's a sidewalk, I'm on the sidewalk. If not, I'm right there on the side of the road, always. And I'm next to the solid line on my side, the walker, runner, whatever, where cars don't drive. Always, always. Even when or in the neighborhoods too, same thing. 2 different times, 2 cars going into a neighborhood. I'm in the neighborhood. I'm running behind the cars. I'm not. Sometimes I run in front of it. They let me go and stuff. I wave and stuff and all that good stuff. But most time, I'm even though they're supposed to always give me, the runner, whoever, the right of way. Sometimes I even, I'm cool like that. I'll just go behind them and get a little bit of extra running, which was what I did these 2 times. And both times, a car who's turning into the neighborhood. So first of all, you're supposed to be driving slow anyways because you're going into a neighborhood. You got your blinker on. You should be watching out anyways. 2 different times, it's freaking. It was a male each time, an older white male. I'm not discriminating, just saying. It was an older white male both times. Comes with a truck, right? Ooh, I'm driving a pickup truck, so I'm gonna drive like an asshole. No, you probably have like 12 DUIs and reckless driving. You probably don't even got a license. Both times, and I'm wearing bright colors. You could see me. I'm not in the main road in the first place. I shouldn't have to make excuses, But I'm a husband. I'm a father myself. I have 6 siblings, 1 in heaven. I have a big family. You hit me, dog. They're coming for you, bro. And I'm not going out like that. I'm 30 years old. I'm not going out by some asshole who can't fucking drive slow and safely when you're going into a neighborhood. And obviously, use your common sense. Use your common sense and see either a runner, a walker, a jogger. It could be a woman walking a baby. Who knows? Walking a dog. And I'm jogging. I'm not doing anything crazy. You could see me. And plus, you're going into the neighborhood anyways. And both times you're going to slam your brakes and then put your hands up like that. Dude, I should be the one getting your license plate number for reckless driving because you almost hit me. And I'm not in the main road. I'm in the neighborhood. I'm good. I have the right of way. The runner, the walker, always. Even if there's not a sidewalk, I'm in the neighborhood. In the main streets, it's a different story. Wait till it's clear and use your common sense, and then you look both ways. If you're not around, cross the road. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. It's New York rules, right? This is Maryland. It's not too far. You know, Ocean City rules, right? Have you guys ever been to Ocean City? Same crap. Like, use logic. Use Ocean City logic. That's all I gotta say about that one. 2 times within the last week. But it's all good. I was like, whatever, man. But it's not all good if I get hit, man, because you're operating a big piece of machinery. I'm a Marine. I'm a man. I'm an athlete. I'm doing my PT. So that's that. So, and don't throw your hands up like the fucking the other person's the problem. No, you don't. You're the problem. You shouldn't have a license. Or you fix yourself. You're driving into a neighborhood. Anywho, it's been a while since that happened, but. When you jog, when you work out every day like that, sometimes that happens. It's all gravy. A lot of things need to be said. I'm a father myself. I have a 7-year-old son. You know, I'm a godfather. I have a goddaughter, a young goddaughter. I have 2 nephews. You know, 2 younger sisters. All that good stuff. So come on, man. Use your common sense. The runner, walker, whoever, always has the right of way. Even if they are, you never know. Maybe they're on drugs, maybe they're in a hurry, maybe they have some type of thing, maybe they don't, sometimes, whatever, they cross the road, the main street. Even if that happens, you can call jaywalking, call whatever, yeah, that happens, let's be honest. They have the right of way. Use your common sense as a driver, you always have to. And with that being said, make sure your brakes are good and all that stuff too, in your car, do maintenance on that, you know, common sense, logic. I've been doing that ever since I was 16, 17. There you go. With that being said, it follows up to my next thing. That's that. I watched 2 awesome motivational. So I finally had a day off yesterday from running because I needed it. After going hard for a good week or so, but you never overtrain. So my body was telling me to take a little break. I did, and it was nice. Anyways, you don't want to hear about that, right? Boring stuff. Plus, the Ravens had a Monday Night Football game, and had a little bit of fun. Let's just say I'm happy the Ravens won. I'm a 30-year-old. I enjoy it. I love football. Love it. By the way, dude, Shirley, thanks for the cool Ravens sweater. And my brother, too. Enjoy your brewskis, all that good stuff. You already know what's up. Jacob's always got your back. Any Hoosers. You know, I still get in my motivational, inspirational stuff. So I get ideas and whatnot. I watched the 2 of the greatest speeches ever. Well, 3. The Friday Night Lights football speech, of course. Billy Bob Thornton. One of my personal favorite ever. Al Pacino, Any Given Sunday. I'll put that link up. I'm not going to say it. It's awesome. And of course, another one by one of my favorite actors ever. You know, besides Johnny Depp. Maybe some other guys. Al Pacino. He's Sicilian as well, like me. If you don't know Al Pacino, you must live under a rock. He's the greatest actor ever. Michael Corleone, Godfather, all that good stuff. And the other one was Scent of a Woman. I'm going to put that speech up too. It's not about sports, but it's still really cool and it's really motivating about being a good person and about how always doing the right thing and things like that. You know, you'll probably relate. You probably relate to and resonate to a lot. You know I did. So I'll post those up. And it gave me some also cool ideas. Another one is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I know it's towards the end of it. Always represent breast cancer awareness. Always prayers for anybody with cancer anywhere and everywhere. You're always in my prayers deeply. I care for you. I love you. And I want to be your best friend. I want to be there for you always. And just know we're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. I'm right there with you. And you're going to be happy and healthy. Always be hopeful. You are loved. I love you. Jesus loves you. Your family loves you. And you're a fighter. You're awesome. You're a lover. You're going to get through it. Keep smiling. Keep having a good time. And don't even sweat it. You know, we're a team. We all got your back. And we think about you and we love you every single day. And we can't wait till you're fully better, which will happen. Always have hope. Irish hope. Faith. For real. You're going to get better. Don't worry. As for breast cancer awareness, I'm always rocking the pink. Even back when I played football and stuff. You know, it's October. Rock the pink. I rock the pink socks still. Just did. Doing my PT. Yeah. fun fact, one of my best games ever, my senior year football was against Southern. We won. It was one of my best games because I usually always start defense throughout my high school career. I didn't play in college. I could have played in college, but I didn't because I decided to join the military, the Marine Corps. But I'm still an athlete now. I don't play football, of course, professionally, semi-professional. Flag football every now and then, but I'm an athlete, as in, I'll get into that too. Of course, running, track, different ways, distance. That's an athlete. I'm an athlete. I'll explain that. Still to this day, even if you're not a professional athlete, I'll get into that. But I had one of my best games ever. We won offensively because I started offense that game because I also started offense, fullback, wing back, wing T. I also slot and receiver, but fullback was my position. On offense, I started both sides, and that was my first time starting offense, and I had a great game. And not only because my stats, but also my non-stats, my blocking. As a wing back, you're still blocking. I had really one of the best blocks ever, so one of the two back could get a great touchdown. We won that game. Great games against Southern. But long story short, we wore pink. We rocked the pink gloves and pink socks. So, fun fact about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm an athlete, so that's how I relate to it. Alright? Just a cool story about that, too. We're all in this together. Prayers. Any Hoosiers. I love being 30 years old, by the way. The athlete thing. Yeah, so this is cool. Everybody, a lot of people relate to this. A lot of people are like, yeah, I don't know, I was just thinking one day, I was like, when I was watching the Olympics this summer, I was like, would I be considered like, of course they're professional athletes, obviously, Olympic athlete, professional athletes, and whatnot. And then I was watching like that semi-pro football league, the one that The Rock has, and I was like, okay, so they're like, what, semi-professional athletes? But I was like, what about ones who don't do semi-professional or professional? What if guys who in the military, like me, or wasn't? Or if you're the college guy who didn't end up playing sports, but you're still in the gym working out or running every single day, like you're like those guys. You're just not. I was like, I used my common sense. I was like, hell yeah. You're still an athlete as long as you're. I guess that's on the person. I would say I'm pretty darn good at running track. Whether you're running on the track or outside somewhere, you're running, and if you do it avidly, that's a word, right? Avidly, almost every day, every other day, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you take days off and whatnot, and you've been doing it, and you have experience with it, and you are, not really. You don't have to be. You are competitive with it, but not with other people, because you're not out there racing other people, right? Because that'd be weird. But you're competitive as in your discipline. You're competitive about getting better and bettering yourself, and it's considered. And of course, it's 100% fitness. It's health and fitness, and that goes for whatever you do. Whatever you're a golfer, right? If you do it avidly, you're an athlete. Or if you're out there, if you play on one of those teams that are like I used to do with flag football with the Baltimore League. That'd be soccer, I don't know, softball, bowling, you would be considered an athlete still. So I just want to say that about that. So I would still consider, I'm still definitely 100% considered an athlete. Not only, just because you finish it, long story short, just because you don't do it, you finished it in high school or college or whatever, it doesn't mean you're done. Actually, it's quite the opposite. If you keep doing it, even to yourself or with other people, you are definitely still an athlete. Maybe not a professional, maybe not a semi-professional, maybe not an Olympic, right? But you're still an athlete. So I'm still an athlete. That's why I say that. I'll run. And that is true. And I want to actually add that to the Bible because, Goliath was a great warrior, right? The greatest Philistine warrior, apparently. Professional, fair to say. Well, this guy named David wasn't a warrior at all. He was pretty non-professional, I would say, right? A shepherd boy. But in a blink of an eye, he defeated the big, bad, most powerful Philistine warrior ever, with God's help, of course. Everything is by God. Let's just say he became professional. He became a warrior, a king, real quick. Literally, tens of thousands. Just like that. So look at it like that. You don't have to be the professional, the best at everything, the semi-professional at everything, the Olympic athlete to be the best. Because look at David. And there you go. Hoorah. I like that. See, everything you can relate. I can relate that to the Bible. The kind of knowledge I got. No Tai Chi today. I still got the Tai Chi meditation music going, of course, because it's still relaxing. Because I'm still doing my cool down and stuff from after my run. And I posted that one during the game day, and I'm glad I did, about how it is, whatever you do, it will be, the lonely at the top thing, that's just like a phrase, a term, but it is true. Like, you don't always, remember, you don't always have to be part of a big crowd. I'm going to follow up on that, because that was a quick one during the game day. You'll see it on my channel. Remember, you don't have to be you don't have to have a bunch of people crowded by you and all that good stuff. That's just saying be independent, like what I've said in the past. Focus on yourself. Focus on your close. You need your close loved ones and all that good stuff too. It's always good to have a small circle and whatnot. And, people you care for and love, like what I have, of course. Your pets. My son. I love you. My 7-year-old son, of course. My girl. I love you so much. My siblings, I love you. My parents, my friends, all that good stuff, I love you. But always remember, even whatever you're doing, whether you be in college, working, even of course, especially in high school, get your diploma. Focus on yourself. Focus on that. Listen, and priorities. Make sure you have your priorities straight, and it goes in sports too. I can say it because I did it, and I have experience. I'm a scholar athlete. That means I was good in the classroom. I'm good in the classroom, going up to my college degree and the sports, going up to my Marine Corps, what I'm doing now, with just as a personal trainer, and what I do every day when you see me out there as an athlete. There you go, to follow up on what I spoke about earlier. And that's facts. And that also ultimately makes me a great person, a great character, a great human, a great brother, a great husband, a great father, a great son. Just by knowing what God pretty much led me to do. So with that being said, that's because I'm independent still this day, and I focused on myself in a non-selfish way, so I could help other people out with what I have now, with what I'm doing now. So remember that, guys. Whether you be in high school, middle school, elementary school, whatever age, you start to grow up a little bit. Going up to college, in your military career, if you're military, hoorah, something else. The 249th birthday of the Marine Corps is coming up. Happy early Halloween, by the way, everybody. Just be safe. Happy Hump Day, happy Wednesday, all that good stuff. But anyways, whether you're in a desk job somewhere, whether you're a lawyer, prayers to all you guys too, whether you're a police officer, whether you're a nurse, doctor, you get what I'm getting at, a firefighter, prayers to all you guys, you got teachers, that goes to that, what you do. Fellow personal trainers out there, fellow entrepreneurs, what's up, holla, 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 how you doing? We'll be local, come your prince back. Or if you just, in a restaurant job, a food job, whatever you do. You're just as important. A retail job, a sales job. I've done all that too, guys. A warehouse job. I've done all that. I've great experience. Just remember that. Focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not selfish. You're doing that so you can help other people to be the best of yourself, so you can be the best to others, right? And that's what I meant by that. So it really is quite the opposite of what I said. But it is kind of true. It's just the way I put it. It's quite the opposite of being lonely. or it's lonely to get to the top, or you know what I'm saying? It is, but it's not, because once you get it, then you have this all these different tools and stuff inside of you, skills that you could do to help other people. So it's not lonely at all. You get your, everything starts coming to you. But to get there, I guess I was right. It might feel lonely, right? Because that's hard work pays off. That's the point of being anointed, chosen. That's the point of. Look at The Rock, people like that. Ray Lewis, they're not lonely, right? But they probably felt lonely, to get where they're at. The greatest at what they do, and everybody loves them. They're awesome. People like Will Smith, they're awesome, right? Other people I could use, but right now those are the ones that are coming off the top of my head. I don't know, Adam Sandler. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there was times where they were lonely. They'll probably tell you the same thing. To be the best at whatever they do. So, to do what they do for other people. You know what I'm saying? At 30 years old, I'm pretty wise with that. And if you should definitely get what I'm saying, 100%. So yeah, I'm following up on that one. Yeah, that was a nail on the head. I'm glad I said that. Just get out of your comfort zone. Get disciplined. Do whatever you do. If you want to join the military, go up to that recruit station. I'll be there. I'll be there with you in spirit, man. I got you. I'll be your spirit recruiter, right? Join the military. That'd be Marine Corps, hoorah. Hey, I got family in Coast Guard and Army too, whether it be that, Navy, whatever. Do that. Alright? And plus, just like me, you'll meet a lot of cool people when you're in there too. Friendships that last forever. I'm proud to say I definitely have that, 100%. Except for Dallas once again. And do those college applications. And if you don't make the 4-year right away, that's all good, because guess what? I started out at community college too. And I still went to a 4-year after I excelled in community college. And I got my degree from the community college. And I got to be one of the first members of my family to go to the 4-year college. Salisbury and Towson. Accepted. I got them admitted. And I did good. I still have the transcripts. You know what I'm saying? I didn't fail out. And that was while I was in the Marines. And working. And I focus, have my loved ones too, but always focused, always take time for yourself and stuff too. You're very important. So remember that, guys. Get your, so with that being said, that's about all I'm going to say for today on that. That was pretty cool, that's pretty clear. You know what I'm saying? Don't always feel like you have to be the hero in someone's story, or you got to be there, you owe anybody anything, you owe it to yourself to follow the path that God has for you. And you only do that when you step out of your comfort zone, you be courageous, and you go into that job interview. You know what I'm saying? Make your resume. Do your studies online about making a resume up. We all have Microsoft Word. Print it out at the library if you don't got a printer, like what I've had to do back in the day. It's true. I have a pretty tough upbringing, which is for a different day. Me and my wife will tell you about it someday. But to say I'm a Sigma, and I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. But hey, God gives his strongest warriors the hardest path to be the badasses they are today. Like what my gunnery sergeant said one time. He was telling a story how he had a pretty hard time and whatnot, and he was one of the most badass, cool, smart, great guy, and a Marine, but a great guy. My old gunnery sergeant. He's probably higher up now, but he was a gunnery sergeant. I'm not going to say his name, of course. Hoorah. He knows who he is. One of my mentors of the Corps forever. Marines. I've had mentors, I've had friends, I've had people who looked up to me. This is how it is. I'm a corporal, NCO, E4, like what I said. Well, that he said that, and to go through hard stuff to become the badass you are today. That's the badass. I say someone with experience, someone with experience and wisdom and knowledge now, so to help out others, like what I do, and as a personal trainer now, as a human, as a Marine, as a person, as a father, as a dude. You know what I'm saying? I always keep it chill. So yeah, as an athlete, right? So there you go. Whatever you do, and if you're nervous, hey, do that book club. Sign up for that movie club if you're in high school, college, whatever. Meet new people. Try out for that frat. Don't be nervous. Go for it. Or sorority, right? Try out for the football team, flag football team, whether you're in high school or younger and rec league. Try out. Write your name. Try out for the basketball team. Try out for the track team. You're going to do great. Remember. You're going to do great. And most importantly, have fun. So you can have cool stories to tell people when you're older. Or when you're like, you have cool stories like me one day. Of course, I'm still living my life every day. I still get new stories every day. I love it. This life is an adventure. Excuse me. Alright. Everybody have a great one. Namaste, peace, and love to you and yours. And, it's getting colder out there, guys. Bundle up. Actually, it's been freaking really beautiful. Maryland weather is crazy. Maryland weather. You never know what to expect. Alright, y'all. Go Ravens. Holla, holla. Have a good one. Happy early Halloween, by the way. I'll be on here probably later in the week. If I come up with another idea, or for a Tai Chi session, or whatever. I'll label this accordingly. Alright, safe. Take it easy. Love one another as God loves you. And love yourself.